Okay, so I'm gonna read Frank Is It True and I'm Sorry by Wadey. I think that's how you say it. So, it's from 2015, so it's a little old. Gerard just wanted a plant to take care of, but he ended up with a whole lot more. Oh my god. Gerard walked into the cute little greenhouse and looked around at all the plants. There's so many to choose from. Gerard found himself getting overwhelmed. Hi, can I help you? A friendly-looking employee asked him. Yeah, I'm looking for something easy to take care for, that I can plant in a pot outside, he replied. Oh, speaking of pot, that gives me an idea, the lady said, gesturing at him to follow her this way. Okay. Gerard found himself face to face with a shelf full of packets of unusual looking seed. Some like hot dogs, some like birds, and some I'm not saying that. These are mandrakes, kinda. The person grows above ground, and they can talk and stuff. Most are pretty easy to care for, but depends on the plant. The seeds give a hint to the personality. Ooh, neat, Gerard said, looking at the section in front of him. He needed to pick the perfect one. Eventually, a specific packet caught his eye. The seeds seemed to be shaped like little pencils. Maybe this one's an artist, Gerard thought. Another artist to talk to would be the best. He picked up the packet and went to pay. Okay. Gerard returned home and was excited to have a little plant friend that he immediately searched his apartment for the flower pot his mom had given him 1 year for Christmas. That was totally useless. Okay, that's not nice. Mom, any plant in this house is going to die. He eventually found it and shoved it in the back of his closet, adding to his prized dust collection. That's a weird collection, but okay. He figured the best place to get sunlight is the back balcony. Okay. Since he is a hermit. Okay, that's... Who keeps his curtains closed? Oh, plus it would get watered every time it rained. But, like, aren't you gonna go outside and water? Why would you just buy a place to let it die? Because let's be real, the plant would never get watered. Otherwise, he took some dirt outside of the apartment complex. Why? Wait, I'm confused. The back balcony. Are you like this apartment complex? Are you like up in the air or even the back? Did you get permission to just stick it and put it in the brown pot? He planted the pencil seeds and stepped back to admire his work. What? Okay, plant, Gerard said, hoping his neighbor's windows weren't open. I'm sure they are, but okay. Should I give you a name? Earl the Plant? That's a terrible name! No, I guess I should wait until you start growing. Gerard, come on, you need to leave the house. Mikey sighed. I did! Gerard whined into the phone with his brothers. Going to get groceries doesn't count. Yes, it does! You left the house! You need to go out and do something. Meet people. Find love. I don't know. I've never met a sibling who cared. But, okay, since they were kids, Mikey had always been more sociable than Gerard. He'd never need to grow his own friend. Okay. Well, excuse you. I'm totally going to make a new friend, whose name may or may not be Earl the Plant. Are you for real? Mikey straight up started into the phone. You bought a plant to keep you company? That's sad. Honestly, that is real. That is real. That is real. What is it? A fern? Why? What? No. Gerard patted. He wasn't that pathetic, was he? I mean, it does sound a little pathetic. It's one of those mandrakes. It'll be just like a real person. Is this like something in the universe that's like normal? Cause like, is he gonna question this? Mine is going to be an artist. Probably. Okay, bold of you to assume. Okay. Okay, whatever. Good luck with your plant boyfriend. I'm not saying that, but you can read it. Fine, see you, Mike. That's a terrible name. I'm not saying that. Gerard hung up the phone with a mad at his brother for long because it was late and he needed to do something besides sleep. He knew it would be useless to check on his plants, since there was no way a plant can completely grow overnight. But Gerard felt the strong urge to go say hi to it. That's weird. That's so weird. He didn't care if he was a lunatic that talked to plants. Okay. I would be a little worried, but okay. Before walking out to the balcony, he actually remembered to grab a cup of water for the mandrake. Okay. That's nice of you to care for your plant. To his amazement, clumps of black hair. Clumps of black hair were starting to sprout from the pot. He should have known. It's a plant that grows into a human. It can probably deny other lives as well as at it. Excited, he ran to take a look. Oh god. They were slightly waving the sun. Had hints of brown! Hints of brown! They looked really soft. Gerard couldn't help but reach out to touch them. That's weird. He was right about them being soft. The content was which was sad and dead, made a rush of emotion flow through him. Oh my god. I'm so excited for you to grow. Oh my god. Wow, I'm going to try my best to take care of you. Sorry if I screw up. You are literally saying you wouldn't water him. You wouldn't care. Okay. Suddenly, it's okay. It's okay. You're doing alright. Gerard nearly had a heart attack, settled on jumping 10 feet backwards. What the? I'm not saying. What? Hey, chill! Mandrakes go fast, the head said nonchalantly. The head was actually gorgeous. Okay, that's weird. That's weird to think, but okay. Gerard thought. The few tufts of hair he had seen were nothing compared to the fluffy locks cascading around a mandrake's face. He was pretty sure it was a boy. Assuming much, but okay. As it looked more masculine than he did. Okay. But its big brown eyes looked young. What caught his eyes, however, the lip piercing made it through, but okay. It somehow grown on its own. Hi plant! That was unexpected, holy shit! Gerard said, deciding to act as if this entire event was normal. Hello, owner. She's alive! The plant replied cheerfully. Oh, please, call me Gerard. He shivered at the name owner. To be the plant's friend, not master. What's your name? Hello, Gerard. My name is Frank. Oh, it's not Earl? Why? You said you didn't want it to be Earl, but okay. What? Nothing. Gerard mentally smacked himself. Way to look like a jerk in front of his hot new plant. Oh god. So Frank, are you an artist? Like me? Your seed was shaped like a pencil. Frank laughed. And Gerard decided he could really learn to love that sound. Okay. No, man, you got it all wrong. The eyeliner pencil. That was an eyeliner pencil. I'm not an artist. I'm an emo. Oh. Jude's like so upset about that information. I'm sorry, but imagine you see this head popping out, and then it's like Frank was like, hey babe, and then Gerard's like, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. God. So sorry, but if you wanted an art, you could teach me stuff. I'm a fast learner, of course. I'm sorry, but you were just born. I don't have hands yet, but you can talk to me. Frank smiled. I like your voice. I could kind of hear it once my ears grew, but it's muffled by the dirt. You're probably a great singer, right? That's a weird obsession. Gerard blushed. How dare this plant, who's currently just ahead, make his heart flutter like that? Frank must have not been expecting an answer, because his eyes turned to face the cup in Gerard's hands. Hey, is that water for me? Could you give it to me? I'm parched. Okay. Frank said, you can either pour it on my head or in my mouth. I'll absorb it either way. Oh, okay. Gerard, oh god. Gerard stuttered gracefully. How do you stutter gracefully? Usually it would be way easier to pour water on Frank's head, but he didn't want to get his hair wet. He already loved that hair. Weird. I'll just put it up to your mouth, I guess. He leaned forward, balanced the cup against Frank's lower lip. He couldn't help but notice how pretty Frank's mouth was. The beer sure wasn't. Can you tip it a little more? Frank muttered, lips still around the cup. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, God. When he was finished, Gerard set the cup next to the door. When he turned back to Frank, he wasn't looking at him. So, tell me about yourself.